Hello, welcome to Harry Tech Mobile Phone Repairs. I'm about to show you important keys in mobile phone repairs. Many people use their mobile phones most times. They don't even know parts of the phones. Sometimes they depend on the engineers to really fix their phones or tell them what is inside their phones. Most times it's not supposed to be so. This is a device you are using and the components should be part of you too. But especially to the engineers in the house, shout out to all the engineers in the house. I know many of us must have come across difficulties in fixing phones. Most of us have come across hurdles along the road, but they keep pushing. So many times I ask myself, why do engineers keep pushing? Most times some phones are very frustrating, especially most of us that seems to be local tech engineers. Though we are looking forward to a time everything we need to get phone fixed is on our disposal, but pending when that time is going to come, I believe we will get everything that we need to get all the phone fixed as a desire. Meanwhile, we are able to use the ones we have at our disposal to assist those who need our help. And that is the most important aspect of engineering. Using the little you have to get what you want. And in the end, you are able to put a smile on your face. Most times, I tell people that engineers should be paid, not just for fixing their phones, at least for putting smiles on people's face. You know how much people pay to go and listen to comedians who make them laugh? Most times engineers get people so fixed and to end up with a smile. I'm grateful, very thankful. I'm really grateful. People that have their faces swollen before coming to your office, you go back home smiling. That's why I always say big shout out to all the engineers in the house. Alright, back to what we have. The mobile phone parts, name list and their functions. We have the housing. Yeah, we have the housing. The housing is the outer part of the phone. Most times it comes in different colors, comes in different designs, depending on the kind of phone you are having. The Android phone have their housing, the iPhones have their housing. Some are made up of metals, some are made up of rubbers, and so on. Some are also very strong, while some are fragile, depending on the one you have. The ones made up of aluminum is very solid and light, but it is difficult to make the needed shape and detail. So most times those ones that are made up of aluminum, you find out that it's always very solid, though it's light. That is why you're able to pocket it as a mobile phone. And most times you find out that it's not very easily disassembled or broken. But the disadvantage of it is that most times it's always hot because phone is always heating up, and you find out that these phones that are made up of aluminium, metal, are always more hot compared to the rubber type. You can find this example of this phone. Some Vivo phones, iPhones are mostly metallic. Why, like Techno phones, Infinix, many of them are made up of rubber back housing, so to say. Second one is the back cover. Most of them has back cover, some have housing. They have housing that is made up of cover and housing at the same time. Like the iPhones normally don't have cover, but they are always having housing.
I will not be like that again. Master. Master. Alright. I don't go.
All right. So the next one we have on the list is your mobile phone display. Many people like Samsung phones because of their display quality, and I believe the high quality screen with high resolution display are always very attractive. Yes, and you find out that most Samsung phones are more expensive when it comes to their display, their type of screen are in fact not top notch. Yeah, and the way their camera works when the display is high is different from the normal display. Then you find out that most screens are made up of two compartments, the touchpad and the main screen. You get to a point, you meet some people who come to fix their phone, they say, I told him to change the screen, he went and damaged the touchpad. Or I told him to change the touchpad, he went and damaged the screen. Now I can't use this phone anymore. Well, some of them will bring it and say, please, I want to change my screen. Meanwhile, the screen is not just the problem, it's the touchpad that is the problem. So as at this point, it's left for you to say, please, my customer, this is what's going on here. This display has two compartments, the sensor and the main screen. The sensor enables the screen to interact, like this one I'm using, as you can see, is the upper part of the screen, the sensor, so to say, that enables the movement of the screen, while the display is the. So most of the type of screens we have, the LCDs, liquid crystal display technology. A liquid crystal display technology is the most common display type among mobile phones because of its low power consumption and good image quality. I believe this screen is always available in all phones. All phones, all screen producing company has this screen because many a times is the most common and most readily available screen you have there because it's easy to get. Why the LED light emitting diode technology is semiconductor LED diode that emits light when charged with electricity. They come in various colors and so on. This type too is good. Sometimes we the engineers get it confused when the main dealers bring screen to us, like, what quality is this? What quality is this? The dealer will like, this is the best quality in the market. I guess this is all you could get in the market that comes of the best. But I believe with this tutorial here, you get to see that there are different type of screens that you will get out there. Thin film transistor technology, TFT, OLED. Many of us are coming with OLED too. OLED are nice quality screen product. Organic light emitting diode technology. The term OLED is actually an acronym and stands for organic light emitting diode. For the unaware, a light emitting diode is basically just light source, and they are used widely in electronics. But OLED is different because of the organic parts. In an organic diode, there is a thin film of organic compound that emits light when you pass an electric current through it. So I guess it's more safe because of its organic capacity. We have the IPX in place switching technology, an active metric LCD screen technology developed by Hapet in mid 90s. So this screen has been available. Then we come to the almighty AMOLED. I call this screen almighty because many people who use these phones that is produced from this screen, they're always feeling on top. They're always feeling like, I got it all that device have to give me. Active matrix organic light emitting diode technology AMOLED display. When compared with regular LCD display, an AMOLED display consumes less power, provides more vivid picture quality, and render faster motion response as compared to other display technologies such as LCD. However, LCD AMOLED don't have just one type. Yes. If you are aware of Samsung G3, Samsung uh, this Samsung, what is it called? Before the edge begin to run into place, those Samsung then are top notch AMOLED, super AMOLED screen. The shiny aspect of the screen, the beautiful nature of the screen is top notch. Display quality is lovable and welcoming. So we have the pulled AMOLED, plastic matrix organic light emitting diode. So AMOLED actually has one of the best qualities out there. Now we are moving down to the mobile phone battery. Have someone ever brought a phone to you? Okay, let me see. person tells you, what's up? Oh, yes, we have the mobile phone batteries. Just as I was saying, some engineers we get a phone from a customer. This phone use battery. I was like, I'll be like, how? What do you mean does phone use battery? But I've never seen a battery. Yes, that is because some batteries are inbuilt while some are physically seen from the phone. Some are when you just remove the cover of the phone, you see the battery. While others, you see it when you remove the housing of the phone before you could see the battery. Mobile phone batteries, lithium ion batteries are considered to be one of the best batteries used in mobile phones. So yeah, lithium batteries. Lithium batteries are one of the best used in mobile phone. Currently, such batteries are widely used. Such batteries have low self charging ratio and can be used for long. So those batteries, like in your phones, you will see some phones. See, they will write it 6,000 mAh, 6,000 mAh. While you have some they write 1,500 mAh. Can't compare. But most times you find out that most phones you can't just fix any battery inside. Yes, like Nokia Touchlight phone, you can't carry a battery made of 6,000 mAh, fix it in a Nokia phone battery. In a Nokia phone, does it make sense? Because Nokia phones are usually, especially Nokia Touchlight, they are usually phones of with a battery capacity of 1,500 mAh. Neither can you take a battery of 1,500 mAh and place it on a phone of 6,000. It will run down so quickly. So, in changing of battery, you have to be more careful. For lithium ion, the figures can be between 150 and 250 watts per kg, while a nickel metal hydride batteries can hold about 100 watts per kg. In other words, lithium ion batteries are smaller and lighter than other types. That means smaller device with longer battery life. It's interesting the way batteries are being processed, how they are being used on phones. Yeah. Most times you carry some phones, man, you have battery on these phones. These phones are very light. You have big voltage batteries inside. That's the BSI. The pin is placed on the mobile phone for to identify the resistance inside battery. Most times you see on batteries, they write the specification behind it. You have the B temp. Pin is placed to manage the temperature of the battery. It's inside the battery of the mobile phone. The iPhone battery, the Samsung battery. Yeah. We're talking about battery capacity. Capacity of the battery measured in milliampere or mAh, which indicates how much energy the battery can deliver over time. For instance, if a battery has a rating of 1000 mAh, it could deliver 1000 milliamps of power for 1 hour, so on and so forth with other batteries. And most batteries, the information are clearly written at the back of the battery. Then another aspect of phones that we are considering is the motherboard, known as the PCB. When you open the housing of mobile phone, you will see a board with all components connected as shown below. Yes, what you have here is a complete motherboard. I guess this is Samsung motherboard. Samsung motherboard consisting of power amplifier, NFC chip, enveloped tracking IC, power management IC, Wi-Fi, and MIMO components. At the down part, you see the charging port, then you see clips, you see the mouthpiece, you see the network antenna. All these are what's made of a motherboard, what makes of a PCB. So some people come to you like, engineer, I took this phone to somewhere and they said panel is bad. Please, can I change the panel of this phone? Due to the knowledge the person have, the person will say this is panel. But usually it's not called panel, it's called PCB or motherboard. This is where what contains the information in your phone. This is where you get the display from. This is where you get your mic from, your ringing, your speaker. The combination of all these information, so to say, all these components brought together make up a motherboard. We have the mobile phone antenna pad. A steel plate or leaf is placed on top of the mobile phone set. This is called an antenna pad. In most mobile phones, the antenna pad is placed on the top, but in some sets, it may be placed on the bottom. In the beginning, the mobile phone sets that came in the market used to have area instead of such a plate, but now there is no area in the mobile phone set available in the market, but the incoming and outgoing signal from the mobile phone set come and go through this antenna pad. What is required from this antenna pad? You get some small phones, most of those phones have lost network, the ability to transmit network from the network provider is always very difficult because most of the antennas are not there. Then a customer will come to you complain, this phone, if I go to this location, I will see network. If I go to another location, I can't see network. Please check this phone for me. I'm tired. Then you look at the back of the phone and say, Ma, what actually happened? Sir, this there was an iron that is there. The thing was inconveniencing me, so I have to, just throw it away. What? Like, you did what? I threw it away. Alright. So, what do you want us to do? I want us to fix this one. Oh, alright. The price is. What? For what? For a network, ma. Alright, just package the phone and give it back to me. Okay. I guess it's time to get a new phone for my customer because he just threw away his network wire. So, his network pad. So, what do? Let's get a new phone because you might not find it. Mobile phone flex cable. I know many people will be on is do we still have flex? We still have flex. Uh, yeah, we still have flex because most times you find out that most screens are made up of flex. We have all flex, especially Samsung Fold, Samsung Flip, all flex. The flexible cable used to connect two PCBs of a mobile phone is called flex cable. The texture of this cable may vary according to the mobile phone set. Flex cables are designed to fit into a motherboard, usually by connecting into a socket. These sockets are made up of tiny pins which, when correctly aligned, sit flush into place and create a connection between the flex and the motherboard, allowing the flex to draw power and start its designed function, just like texture of something is shown below. So most times you find that you get a screen. The screen has to be connected to the PCB, and this PCB has to be connected with a flex. So those flex are what make display on the screen easy. We have the mobile phone microphone, analog and digital microphone. If you've been an engineer for a very long time, it's not always uneasy to discover which is the mic. Even if the phone is a new phone, is a recent phone, or is a long time phone, reason because they all look similar. Is the mic that enables you to speak into your phone and the other person in the other side receive what you are saying. But once your mic is there, no matter how you speak, it bounces back. Reason because the mic is not working, and that's what we call the mouthpiece of the phone. The mouthpiece enable you to communicate easily. You being the speaker, this is the mouthpiece. So with this mouthpiece, you are able to transmit your information easily to the other end. We have this mouthpiece or microphone displayed on this picture. Yes, when you're about to fix a mobile phone and you see the mouthpiece, you'll find that there is always a red wire and a black wire. Sometimes it could be blue and black. The red is always the plus, while the black is always the minus. So whenever you see it, this is the red and this is the black. So even if you want to fix a mouthpiece and it's not clearly visible, you can only see one part or you can't see the other part. You just know that the red is the plus and the black is the minus. We still have other forms. It comes in different forms. These ones are usually used in Samsung and iPhones, while this other one is usually used in Android and most times smaller phones. The one up easily gets damaged compared to the one down. Most times an engineer will fix a phone. After fixing the phone, you find out that, especially charging ports, find out that the mouthpiece is no longer working. Could it be that the mouthpiece was damaged as a result of heat? Most times what causes that is the paste you are using. It's the paste. You find out that when you apply a lot of paste on the charging port to remove easily. It goes straight to the mouthpiece, and when it's cold, it solidifies and blocks the mouthpiece from speaking. So it's either you end up changing it or you just service the mouthpiece and get it working back. The next one is the mobile phone speaker, what we call the earpiece. Where there's someone speaking, there's always someone there to receive or respond. When you've spoken with the mouthpiece, and you should expect somebody with the earpiece to respond to what you're saying. So by so doing, you use your earpiece. The speaker converts electronic wave into sound wave. The speaker used in the mobile phone are very small. The inner structure of the speaker has a permanent magnet ring with a temporary metal in the middle and a coil between the metal and the permanent magnet. There is also a plastic cone on top of the coil. Yes. If you have ever lost an earpiece, you find out that there is always a coil inside, and this coil, which you could use as your connection wire when the earpiece is damaged. So most times you can use earpiece as ringer and as speaker at the same time. There are some phones designed like that. You can use the earpiece as a ringer and the earphone at the same time. Next we have here is mobile phone camera. We have different designs of mobile phone cameras. The more megapixel the camera has, the more light this lens can capture even in low light. There are generally 6 types of camera available today, namely your standard main camera, ultra wide camera, telephoto or periscope zoom camera, micro camera, monochrome camera, and depth sensor camera. Then the next we have is the mobile phone vibrator. Like, who says we fix vibrator here? We don't fix vibrator, we fix mobile phone vibrator. The mobile phone vibrators enables the phone to vibrate if you don't want it to be on your loudspeaker. Most people tend to neglect it, but it's very essential most times when you are in a meeting. The vibrator used in the mobile phone is like a small motor. It rotates when the supply voltage is given, thus vibrating the mobile phone. The ICs that cannot control the vibrator switches on and off the supply voltage for a while. You hear a sound, boom, boom. Yeah, shows your phone is vibrating. Somebody should be there to pick it up. Yeah, or maybe you set an alarm. You don't want people to hear the alarm before it goes to your bed. Set it on vibration mode. You see the different type of vibrators, phone vibrators that is placed on a mobile phone. We have the subboard charging flex. Bro, I'm tired. Every week I'm changing my charger port. What exactly is the problem of my phone? Bro, you use this stuff every day. So what do you expect? Most times it has to be fixed. And fixing it makes engineers smile. Yes. But meanwhile, while you fix most charger ports, some will say no, don't fix the charger port, please change the board. Changing the subboard will enable the phone charge faster and maybe makes the board looks better. Alright, as we go further, we'll talk more about what are the cheap components of a smartphone. So please do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel as we do that in our next video. Thank you.